car got a Wi-Fi in it?
Yes. It does.
2265 officer on the welfare.
Go ahead.
2264, I can take that call and advise.
Alright, so
Copy 658, Stickler.
we are live. This will tell us how many
69 copy.
people are watching on Facebook. And then there's another counter on YouTube, but they get notified electronically that we're going live. But I usually wait until there's 500 people watching until
Okay.
I tell them what we get going.
Can they hear us now?
They can hear us. Yeah, they can hear us. Just,
You know, there's so much of this have changed. You know, a lot of the landmarks are just gone. You know.
oh, yeah, I know. The Belmont,
Oh yeah.
Flick
The
Theater,
Belmont.
Faust Theater.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hard to believe. Hey, backseaters, we are live on patrol Monday in the beautiful saintly city of St. Paul, and I have a special guest today, one that I feel guilty that I didn't bring him out earlier, but Bill Finney, police chief for 12 years of the St. Paul Police Department and the senior police officer in the state of Minnesota, is with me today, and he is retiring next week. And just a long career. And we're going to go tour St. Paul and get a little history. If you wouldn't mind, could you just share this with other people, tell them that Chief Bill Finney is going to be partnered up with me today, and we will have the radios on in case the CAT team runs into something. But we're at Dale and University, about to go south on Dale. So Bill, welcome.
Well, thank you. Thank you. You know, this is home ground for me, Bob. You know, I grew up in this area. And they call it Summit University area now. And, you know, we used to call it, when I was growing up, Rondo area.
You did call it Rondo.
Yeah, we called it Rondo.
It wasn't
yeah.
just a street name, it was a name of a neighborhood.
Well, there were actually two Rondos. You see, we're on Dale Street,
Yep.
you know, and east of Dale Street on Rondo was called Cornmeal Valley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Down in here? Or?
Going down that way, yeah,
Okay.
going to the east. And then west
Yep.
of Dale Street is called Oatmeal Hill.
Oatmeal Hill. Oh, and that's probably because of the little hill over here?
Well, just because it had more to do with the people that lived there, you know, and it's kind of a class thing, you know.
Okay.
So you had some people that lived in Cornmeal Valley, and we did, but because of what my dad did for a living, my dad was 50 years with the Northern Pacific Railway, and the railroad men in the black community were middle class, middle class, and so they were considered oatmeal.
What year would that be, in just in terms of, for people kind of understanding when we're talking about when your dad was working?
Oh my God. Okay, he started working for the railway just after World War I,
Okay.
and he would have worked up until about 68.
Or was he born in the neighborhood, or where did he come from?
My dad was born in what is now Bluefield, West Virginia.
Okay.
My dad was 50 years older than me, and he was born 1898, and I was born in 1948. And he and his first wife,
1898?
1898. Dad was born. Now this is where, after they took our house on Rice, on Rondo, we lived at 437 Rondo, which has been Rondo and Arundel.
Well, let's go back down there.
And okay, this is the house down here.
Okay.
And so from 1959, we lived in this house, second one from the corner.
Okay.
In fact, the second one from 813 West Central.
813?
813 West Central.
That's where, after you were forced out of Rondo.
Right.
Okay.
And I went to grade school, and school that's no longer there. It's called McKinley. McKinley Elementary, and up through 5th grade, and I did 6th grade at Maxfield. And when I got up here, there were houses all on this side of the street.
Okay.
But yeah.
No, that's quite a story. And St. Peter Claver's over here.
St. Peter Claver's down off of Oxford.
Yeah, a little further down.
Yeah.
And that's where Melvin Carter's dad went, I think, didn't he?
I think Melvin did go there.
I think I seen a
St.
picture
Peter
of him.
Claver, yeah. You know, it was a Catholic parochial school. And a lot of kids from the neighborhood.
You went to McKinley and Maxfield.
I went to McKinley, Maxfield, then Marshall Junior High School, and then Central Senior High School. I graduated from Central High School in 1966.
If you're just joining me, Bill Finney, former St. Paul Police Chief and Undersheriff at the Sheriff's Office, is with me riding together, and no one knows more history of St. Paul than Bill Finney. And just wanted to have him share a little bit. Bill, what year did you start in law enforcement? I know you were in Mankato first, right?
Yeah, I went to college in Mankato, Minnesota, Mankato State College. That's what it's called then. And I was there from 1966 to 1970. So I started my law enforcement career my senior year in college in 1969. And when I graduated in August of 1970, I said, well, you know, I kind of like this job being a police officer. I had my degree in social work, but...
Which house is Debbie Montgomery's?
Debbie Montgomery's house is the white and gray one.
Another barrier breaker, right, for you guys?
Well, she was the first female patrol officer in the city of St. Paul. And she was hired as a patrol officer in 1975. She had
2 sons that went on too, right?
Yes.
That worked. Some worked for you.
One worked for me. Robert Jr. worked for us, and then her younger son works for Minneapolis Police Department.
Yeah, he does a great job. One was a teacher, right? Principal. Teacher. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Benner's kid.
You're thinking about Benner.
Benner's kid. There's another
Benner's,
one. Butch Benner's kid. Yeah.
Yeah. That's St. Peter Claver over there.
Yeah.
What's this, an accident?
Looks like it. Oh, maybe this is something going on here.
37.
Anybody hurt?
We have another unit or two, and can you stage medics for a mental cold?
Yeah, it's an accident.
Whoa.
You okay?
Anybody hurt? All right, let me get on the air here. We'll call for a medic. Yeah, hang on.
It's about 375. Somebody to back up to the facility. 357. 370 are you close for? Yeah, we're quick for now. They're just getting a little agitated. He's just talking.
Where's the car that hit her?
school, called the bus company. She was not on the bus. Where's your name? Go.
Hey, running to the call mark. We're going to turn you a little bit away from the driver when she gets out, folks.
Time's going to be at 2077. What did you do? My case number, please. 113892. except when you get to the very front. It's you need to come around to the Herbert side. We'll walk them over to the Maryland side. Three five seven report for us, you know.
We're going to switch the camera, folks, as they take the young lady to the medic van. Alright, I think we're gonna... Well, let's go find a small one. Hey, you go find some fruit.
Bill Finney.
Showing clear report.
Like I was doing a while, not a he's one of our Pasako, yeah. Good. So they're going to please.
That's 345.
What?
Yeah, on my squad they haven't given me my. Yeah, they haven't put mine on yet either. Yeah, we got to the 10.
Good retirement.
Well, I'm gonna get out of there. Yes, indeed.
All right, so there's Bill Finney in the flesh. I'm gonna see if I can turn the camera around. Oh, there we go. St. Paul Police Department is here.
Yeah, nobody's hurt really bad.
Yeah, yes. A little broad. You can see there. She got a little broadsided. She was in the right of way going northbound on Lexington, and he was trying to cross Lexington, which is always a dangerous attempt there at Central.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, especially it's
Especially
uncontrolled
at
intersection.
this time, close to rush hour.
Yeah.
Close to rush hour. All right. Well, let's get back to our history lesson. I don't know. Your seatbelt's beeping there.
Oh yeah, I better put that on.
With me driving, you might need it on. Right?
Oh.
I am going to pull over here for a minute. And here we go.
Well, we got 488.
Yeah, and then YouTube usually has 3 times as many. But people come back and they watch it later, especially when they hear you're on here. They're gonna want to watch it later.
So this is pretty much all old neighborhood for me. You know.
354.
Yeah, tell us where you used to get in trouble.
Oh, I never got in trouble. I was always a good kid. I was scared of my parents.
Isn't that true?
I especially scared of my mother.
We all were back then, huh?
Yeah. My dad was out of town 5 days, in town 4 days.
Riding the
on the train. And so my mother was not a patient person, so she felt I needed to be disciplined or corrected. She wasn't one of those mothers that said, wait till your dad gets home. She wasn't patient like that. She had to get me right now.
Yeah, nothing like instantaneous
Oh,
learning.
hey, I
right?
learned right away.
Oh, I still got my Opticom on.
And she had 6 sisters. She's one of 7. She's second of 7 sisters, and they're all just like that. And
You remember Cheap Charlie's?
oh yeah, right here,
Right there?
right there. It's called Homie now.
Now, back when I first started in '77, University Avenue was kind of the new emerging prostitution,
Yeah.
Flick Theater, Faust Theater.
They had moved from Selby.
Remember the Salt and Pepper team that used to work
Oh, yeah.
up on Uni in Victoria?
Oh yeah.
They had moved from Selby as Latimer started developing Selby down there, right?
Yes, he did.
And George Latimer was the mayor there, and he did some urban development.
A lot of the young, well, they call themselves yuppies, young urban pioneers. They came in and they started buying up the old houses that had been rented to people that weren't taking care of them. And they were getting these houses, they were restoring them and revitalizing the neighborhood. And so they didn't have time or didn't want to see
Sounds like the comp.
hookers on the corner and customers driving by. So, and, you know, enforcement increased.
Yeah, and Dayton University was renowned. You know, the Montpetit's owned the Belmont
Oh, yeah.
Club there, and
Yeah.
and then the Faust and Flick theaters, basically pornographic theaters with some live dancing.
Now, Brooks Funeral Home here,
Yep.
that's family for me. That's cousins.
That's cousins.
Yeah.
They do a great job.
Yep.
The place looks really good too.
Yeah, they just painted it.
Looks really good.
Joe?
Hey, firm. I got shots fired
Right.
into 672.
Eigelhart. We're gonna go by that. So
Copy.
this is Eigelhart right here, and then
Yeah, I'll give Marquisha a call and see if she knows anything.
Was there another one today?
Yeah, there's one in pending. We're at 20-minute time delay. Cop is calling on behalf of resident 674. 286, you can cancel the boss. The email is in council.
Do you think that might be in regards to the shots last night? Just a late report from a neighbor?
Kind of what I'm thinking.
So up here on Eaglehart, which on the other way on Eaglehart, we run into the Winfields.
Yes.
You know? Joe
I used to
McKinney.
live down here. I used to live at 667 Eaglehart.
Oh,
Yeah, and I lived there until
There is a second caller now.
1980.
Reporting shots fired 20 minutes ago.
Now, this is Carty Park. A lot of times people call it People's Park, but it's Carty Park, named after the priest of my church.
sir, you didn't hear any gunfire, did you? Okay, thank you.
30256.
So,
They said, well, he said 672.
yeah,
Should be right in.
674 should be right in there. But, so there was a shots fired here last night.
The White House on your left, that was my house.
Oh, right across.
672 should be right in here.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
74. That's the caller now, I think.
Okay, this
And
is
then the next one, we're going to sit here and hope we don't. Oh, 72 and 74.
That's a duplex.
Duplex, same building. I'm just going to look at the call. I can get the call up here.
138. There is a good shooting scenario. If I could have one more squad, I can so we can talk to these.
Where's he at?
right here.
No, he said. No, but he said it's a good shooting. Because he's found some casings, but I don't know. Is there that?
Milton with 138. Damage
Oh.
to a bullet hole. He's like the second squad so they can meet with someone.
Well, where's he at?
He's talking somewhere else.
I do too. But here's the same Paul
Okay,
car.
can you show me recent shots fired calls in this area, if not at this address? Second thought going to the history address.
Hey, where is the squad with the bullet holes? Milton? No, he was just reporting there's a bullet hole in the house.
Everything okay up there?
Are you
Nobody
Is
hurt?
this yours? Okay, thank you. We'll look for some casings.
Okay.
They're going to talk to you. Those officers are going to talk to you. You bet. We're going to find this call here.
Is it on Milton? Was it Milton and Eaglehart?
Well, we're going to find that one too. He might decide not to retire after
There's a
all this
672
stuff being
Eaglehart.
out
This
here, huh?
excitement.
All this excitement.
2346 last night.
So there was a shots fired right
You'll
here
look for
last
that
night.
DM into
Let
my
me
call.
see here. I got a few.
Copy that.
I don't know if anybody took this call. It was impending.
357 360.
Well.
It's a government vehicle.
So obviously, folks, we have a little what we would call mini. I don't know, a mini. You have a little conflict going on,
360.
and we think these are related to another set of shots fired.
Marquisha just texted me back, so she hasn't heard anything.
Well, we're gonna drive around, look for some casings.
Yeah.
What time is it?
Call the property manager. And then,
So you live right across the street.
Yeah?
she that was misunderstood or spoke wrongly. She's the only shot she knows of were last night.
Oh, okay.
Pat, is there a new shots fired down on Milton? That's what the squad says, that they found some casings down in Milton. I don't see the call though.
Yeah, it came out as a recovered property. To recover some shell casings and then look at the bullet holes that are also there. What's labeled recovered rather than shots fired.
What's the address on that one?
180 Milton Street North.
So this one, it turns out, this call is actually from last night. People were calling to let people know that there was the shots fired, and the squad was here last night about 2 in the morning. And there was another one on Milton too last night. We're going to run down there to 180 Milton North. And right down there off of Selby and Milton.
Yeah, there's no indication of when it happened.
There's some good memories down here in Selby, huh?
Oh, man.
Property manager. Some bullet holes.
All these houses, these are the ones you're talking about. That
Yeah.
are fixed up.
Jimmy Mann used to live right down there. His wife lived right down on the corner from where the 672. There used to be all kinds of. There used to be a bar right there in that corner.
Yeah, what was that called?
Trubisky's.
Oh, was that Trubisky's?
Right there on the corner.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that was quite the place.
Yeah.
And all these nice condos were not here.
And then right next to Trubisky's was a real nice bar. They didn't open it up out there. It's called Dirty Gertie's.
Dirty Gertie's. Oh,
Yeah.
I remember that.
So like, and then right down here on the corner they had the Elks.
Yep.
They turned it into
the Elks. Elks was still here when I
Morning Star.
started, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
Elks had moved originally from over there closer to the old Rondo Street to over here. They've done so much. This is relatively new, all these buildings here. This was Jimmy's restaurant, Jimmy Mann's.
Jimmy Mann's restaurant,
The
yeah.
Hickory Stick.
Yep. Right here.
Yeah.
Jimmy Mann's restaurant. This place is still going strong.
Yeah.
This is Star Wars' favorite liquor store.
Well, that who's that belong to? Jerry Blakey.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's his liquor store.
Still?
I think he's still.
Yeah.
435.
Go past some of these places.
Brings a lot of memories back, huh?
Oh man.
Remember, I was working with Macintosh, not in the same squad, but when we had the little mini riot down here.
Oh yeah.
You know?
That one house back on the corner, we got a call there for something. This is 75 maybe. And so I went down in the basement and there was a box of dynamite.
Huh?
And it was old dynamite because it was sweating.
Huh?
You know, the nitroglycerin sweats out of the dynamite. But now it's real unstable. So we called Bomb Squad, come and get this.
Doesn't Bobby, not Bobby Hickman, but his daughter Robin, I think she lives here.
Yeah.
5929.
Logging in for off duty at Apple until 1800 hours. Posted 23147. You can take the other Apple car off.
So we're down here at 180 Milton. The officer is interviewing the woman that found some casings and has a bullet hole in her house. Are those casings in the... Where did you find the casings, in the alley? Is the bullet hole in the side there too, or where's the bullet hole?
Yeah.
That's it. All right. Thank you. Casings in the alley. Probably didn't know where they all were.
After we were moved off of Rondo, you know, there's a lot of families that are moved off of Rondo, as you know, and so a lot of them settled up in this area.
Oh, they
Down
did?
here, yeah, the ones that still stayed in the neighborhood. Some of them went north of the freeway, but a lot came towards Selby. And prior to the freeway coming through, there weren't that many black people that came towards Selby.
Really?
This can just do within our helpers.
That's kind of interesting.
Well, there was just
Everybody's always assumed that it was, but
no,
it wasn't.
you know, in the early '60s, Selby was pretty much all white. You know,
That's interesting.
and south of Selby, all those streets over there,
Completely.
pretty much.
Now, did you know where Steichen's grocery store was at all? You remember that? They had a grocery store up in the Rondo neighborhood. I'm not sure where.
Steichen's.
Ted Steichen's, you know, his dad owned it, and they had a grocery store there.
I'm sure. I'm blanking right now. The corner grocery store on Rondo and Arundel was Joe's grocery store, owned by Joe Perlman,
Okay.
and that was a good store. You know, they didn't have credit cards like they do now, so a lot of those local stores would keep a book, a little account.
Yeah.
on what
So,
you-
in case you haven't heard before, Rondo was a street that ran between Concordia and St. Anthony, and a street that was eliminated when the freeway came through, and all the houses on Rondo and the houses on the south side of St. Anthony and the north side of Concordia were taken through eminent domain. And I don't know, that might have been 300 homes maybe,
oh, at least, you know,
maybe more.
it was eliminated up to Dale Street.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at Concordia, from west of Dale, that's the old Rondo Street.
Yeah. So this is the walk
they
bridge.
got the old sign back on the Rondo.
Yeah. And I think that's nice, except I think they should have put it right in the middle of the bridge.
Ah,
Right there.
yeah,
Rondo.
yeah,
Just to
yeah,
remind
yeah.
everybody, there's a missing street. Missing
Well,
street.
this right here was actually Rondo. This is actually the street. Up to, so when you go east of Dale Street, Rondo kind of angles to the north.
Okay, so that's where it was more in the middle.
Yeah,
All right, good to know.
and see these houses. Some of these are newer houses, but there are older houses over there. This is one of the original houses right here. That right there. That was the Scott's house. And then there's nice. My godfather used to have a house right there. My dad's good buddy.
But I think I remember you telling me you lived on the east side of Dale for a while.
Yes. Rondo. If you
I'll go up here and turn down Central.
okay.
You called that the cornmeal?
Cornmeal Valley.
Cornmeal
East
Valley.
of here was Cornmeal Valley down on Rondo, and we're in Oatmeal Hill right now.
Yeah. What were you on, the north side or the south side of the freeway?
North side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're just joining us, with us today is Bill Finney. He's the #1 senior police officer in Minnesota. Out of 8,000 police officers, he's got the lowest post number
Can you get us in for
in
a
service.
there, please?
Of course, he was the St. Paul police chief for 12 years as well, and currently works for us as an undersheriff, but he's doing his 5th retirement. Former city council member, school board member.
School board twice.
School board twice. Been a huge help to me over the last 5 years, navigating, especially community relations, as you know, and the diverse communities, and his relationship with the African American Leadership Council.
You see more and more of the people with signs asking for donations.
More and more homeless,
Yeah,
struggling.
except some of them ain't. We used to meet up at the White Castle at Lexington University, and in the morning, a bunch of the old St. Paulites would meet there, and up until the pandemic came along, and there used to be a guy on the corner that would have his sign out, whatever you can give. But what you didn't see, people driving by didn't see him park his car in the White Castle parking lot and change into his street clothes, pick up his sign, and go out there and do it. So it's pretty lucrative for him.
Yeah. Well, I always thought they did a study on how much you make
Yeah,
at the corner.
yeah.
And I don't know, who knows, every study's different. Every corner's different. But the average they come up was $13 an hour. So I was thinking the minimum wage has always got to be higher than that, right?
There's my son over there. Yeah, but this you got free. And sometimes they work harder trying to get something for free.
Well, there is that.
Than if they just get one of these mini jobs out here.
Whereabouts was your house when you were in this area?
Well, this is central.
Yeah, where were you? What street were you on?
Okay, so Arundel. So Arundel's right down here.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Fine.
So you're gonna take a right here on Arundel.
Okay.
And we're at Rondo and Arundel's. Now it's freeway in Arundel.
And that's where your house got taken.
That's where our house got taken. And we've been 2 doors east of Arundel on Rondo.
Right down here. Okay.
Yeah. You know, and we know we have a light rail now that goes down University Avenue in different places. But St. Paul always had a light rail. It was called streetcars. And streetcars went right in front of our house. There was rail tracks right in front of our house.
Really?
Yeah. And they shut the streetcars down about 1954, 55.
That's a good reminder. I got a book about all those old streetcars.
Yeah.
And
And they were nice. In fact, they had just ordered a bunch of new ones when they decided to close it down.
Really?
And so they sold those new streetcars. They were streamlined. Oh,
Yeah.
they were just nice, man. And they sold them out to San Francisco. Then there was a big argument about who owned the steel and the tracks in the streets of St. Paul.
oh,
And so, what's the old owner of the Twins? Cal
Griffin.
Well, he had bought out Twin City Rapid Transit, Twin City Rapid Transit. That was the bus company.
We better talk about Tiger Jack as long as we're right here,
why
huh?
not?
Tiger Jack.
Yeah, that's
Right
his place right there on the corner there.
His son there, Lucky, kind of runs it now, right?
Yeah.
Still does gun training. But tell us a little bit about Tiger Jack. I used to buy mouse and rat poison there.
Well, he was Tiger. They call him Tiger Jack Rosenblum, and he used to say, "Well, I'm the Black Jew." Well, that wasn't his real name. His real name was Reynolds, and so he was a boxer. In his younger years, he was a boxer. So
I didn't know that.
yeah, and so he was Tiger Jack Rosenblum as a boxer. So he kept that name. He wasn't especially a noted boxer, but he was a boxer. And
How did he end up getting that corner like that? Run all that business for what now? 50 years, right?
And people tried, more than 50. People tried to buy it from him. As long as I can remember, Tiger was on that corner. And he had the little shack that he worked out of.
It's I think it's a different shack, but it's pretty much...
That's a different shack.
It's pretty much the same little shack.
The original shack, I think, is down in Minnesota, historical.
Yeah.
So
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
And so they got that little shack, which is about the same size. It was a little family business. He would sell anything. He'd sell you what people had fuel oil to heat their houses a lot of time. So he'd sell it to you by the gallon or less. And then he had a big pile of black dirt. And he'd sell black dirt by the pail or by the handful. By the handful. You know, people are doing their little flower gardens or little vegetable gardens. And so I bought some of the black dirt from Tiger.
Didn't know that.
And then he had sodas and chips and things like that, candy bars, stuff like that. This building here is relatively new.
Yeah. Yeah. Our family on this corner for 75 years.
Yeah.
But
I said 50. I knew.
So now his son handles it. He's apparently an officiant for getting married too. Gun lessons for ladies.
Well, apparently so.
But Tiger used to he used to be here all the time.
He'd sit right out front.
And you could stop and buy stuff. Lucky I don't know if he's... Well, everything's on the internet now.
Yeah. I don't know that Lucky's here that often.
No.
But there's people that want to buy this corner. They start wanting to buy from Tiger, and Tiger knows how valuable that corner is. He wouldn't sell his business. He wouldn't sell the land.
Yeah.
Because you can see the traffic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's
a
good space for
invaluable.
business.
Even if you put in advertising.
Yeah.
It's invaluable. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through here. This might have been a mistake. We'll find out.
You're gonna get some bushes on your side.
I think so. I'm gonna get my car cleaned. You're gonna clear?
It's clearing.
Okay.
I don't think I'd want to leave my truck parked here.
A lot of memories up here.
Oh yeah.
This little hill here. People used to refer to this little hill, at least in my day, as this is where the Hilltoppers hung.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, it's
right
Hilltop
here.
Hilltop Hustlers were against the Nikes for Life. Remember those?
Yep, I do.
In the early 80s, when gangs started coming up from Chicago and St. Louis and L.A.
Yeah.
They recruited
It's got
little
pretty
young
active.
youth. Yeah, they got
It used to be red brick row houses right there.
482 4th Avenue Southeast, Minneapolis.
So, what year did you start with St. Paul?
Started with St. Paul. I took the St. Paul police test September 19th, 1970. They offered me a job in December. We started the job in January 71, Police Academy.
And then when did you get promoted to sergeant?
I got promoted to sergeant in April Fool's Day, 1978.
78. You know, you probably don't remember this, but the first time I ever saw you, you were working in an unmarked blue Crown Victoria.
Yeah.
But you had a partner. You guys were working up there, I don't know, Victoria, Lexington, St. Anthony. Do you remember working up there?
Yeah.
You probably didn't even know I was there.
No.
But, who were you working with, do you think?
In 78? or 77?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
came on?
77, 78. You got promoted to sergeant 78, you said, right?
Yes.
So it was just before then, 77.
Well, I had been working with Benner up until about 75.
Okay.
And then I was working by myself. In fact, I had gone, I was working out of Police Community Relations, which was on Selby and Dale at that time. And I worked out of there.
You might have been working there. Maybe that was why you're running unmarked.
Yeah, I had unmarked car.
But the funny story about Bill and I is that
Sheriff, it is, the lights are turned off, so you won't be able to tell. But if you look at it right now, you can see that it's working well.
you lost me there. What's working well?
My fault.
Who's that?
Yeah, not sure what's happening. But some of it sounds confidential, so I don't want to put it over live on patrol. But funny thing about Bill and I that people don't know is that when I got promoted to sergeant, Bill got promoted to lieutenant. I don't know if you remember that. Remember we did the
Lieutenant? I made,
no, but it was the same day.
yeah, I made,
Same list.
I made lieutenant in 82.
Yeah, and I made sergeant in 82. It was like February.
Yeah.
You know, and then when you got promoted to captain,
87.
I got promoted to lieutenant. Did you know that? Because it was in the same. Perf was doing the test, or remember those?
Yeah, they did the
So
assessment centers.
it was what?
The assessment center.
The assessment center. Yeah, we both took the same.
Yeah.
And they packaged them up, assessment for sergeant, lieutenant, and captain. And so I was always kind of following in your footsteps.
Well, you're right there.
Yeah. Following in your footsteps.
You done all right there, Sheriff.
Well, you as well. You're a good role model. I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
You know, so many of these buildings, that ones that are left, or the streets, bring back all kinds of memories of the calls we got there. You know, and a lot of the calls, of course, you most remember are the ones where was a good deal of violence or something unusual like that would happen. You know, like, oh man.
Yeah. So, the teams, the 6 teams that were developed, like in 77, 78, when you started with, was there just 2 sectors, 3 sectors? What was the?
No, the team started, I want to say about 76. And you had A1, 2, and 3. Those are different little team houses. Then you had B4, 5, and 6.
Yep.
And so the city was split north and south. North being A, B being south of basically University.
Yeah.
And then you had 3 little team offices on each side of that.
Yeah. Well, you ended up working were you in B5 then, or were you?
I was in B5.
Lieutenant or
and I
sergeant?
had been B6.
Yeah.
I was never B4. Then when I made lieutenant, I went over to the A side on midnights. And instead of having the team house, they start designating shifts. And it seems to me we were the junkyard dogs.
Well, I remember what happened in 82, because there was a budget shortfall in 81 when Cutchin got rid of team policing for a while.
Yep.
Went to sectors.
Yep.
And then I convinced him when I was on the city council to go back to at least 4 teams.
Yep.
But he did try to cut bodies.
Now, what year were you on the council then?
82 through 84.
Yeah. And, because they had 3 shifts at A2. I think that was A2. and we were down in the junkyard.
Right. Well, Spanky was the sergeant, the commander down there. Eckwald, Dick Eckwald.
Yeah,
remember? I don't know, but that might have been after it got reconvened. I'm going to drive by the old A1 team, which is where I worked at.
Okay.
This is, of course, the house that we were in a house.
Yeah.
One of these houses at 919 LaFon. The house doesn't exist.
Well, it's going to be on this side.
Yeah, it's up the hill, and there's a parking lot.
911 there.
919 LaFon was our precinct house.
I never did go to that one.
There's a Wilder Center up here.
Yes. Frogtown Park and Farm.
Yeah. But in the day, see with this parking lot here, this was our team office. There was a small little house here.
No, I never did come to that one, Bob.
Hmm?
I never did come to that one.
And Bob Pavlak was our commander.
Yeah. Well, Bob Pavlak, when I came on as a young patrol officer, he was at the legislature part-time.
Yeah.
And he was Lieutenant Pavlak. And his father had been a police officer in South St. Paul, was murdered in the line of duty by some robbers.
Exactly.
And Bob had part of the Speakers Bureau for the department, and he asked me if I would like to go out and speak to different public groups, and I did. And built up the confidence doing that. And
that's a good story.
yeah, well, Bob always gave me opportunities.
He was a good person.
Yes, he was.
Really, really good person. And his son, of course, worked at the sheriff's office for many years.
Robert Sr., Jr.
Yeah.
And then we have Dave Pavlak, who worked at the St. Paul Police.
Great guy. Married, of course, Kathy Jansen.
Kathy Pavlak. Kathy Jansen Pavlak, yeah. And so, you know, for those of you who are listening who don't know it, St. Paul is a big, small town. If you're from St. Paul, native-born St. Paulite, and you know 10 families that are native-born St. Paulites, who know 10 families each of native-born St. Paulites, you can pretty much get in touch with any part of the city. Because a lot of the people that have lived here or live here currently have lived here for generations. And it's easier with the guys because they got the family name. With the women, a lot of times they change names when they get married, of course. And you have to find their family name. They say, oh, you're from the Cheetah family. Which Cheetah family now? You know, blah, 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 blah. And there you are.
We gotta see if anybody wants to talk to.
What's going on, gentlemen?
You remember Bill Finney, Police Chief Bill Finney? Huh?
I don't even know who you
What's
are.
going on? Well, you don't need to know me. You don't need
That's
to know
Sheriff
me.
Fletcher.
That's Fletcher.
Nice to see you guys. Good, everything good? What's that hat? It's upside down. What's that say on it? Gallery department. Are you a piece of artwork then, or what? Hey,
all right, man.
It's okay to smile. It's okay. You know, it's okay. We ain't bad guys.
Who?
Us.
Wear a badge. You ain't nice to me.
Well, just because we wear a badge?
See?
See, that's not fair. That's discrimination. That's discrimination, right?
Yeah.
Everything good? We're not the pot police. Good. How's it going? Jeez, I thought you could have warmed them up a little bit for me.
I got reading attitudes here.
All right, well, have a good day, you guys. Finney, right there.
I'm just watching you all.
He stopped after
Hey. I'm gonna let y'all know this is my block now. You retired to being the chief.
He ain't retired yet.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Now you realize. Uh-huh. No, I'm Undersheriff of Ramsey County.
Okay.
And this is the High Sheriff of Ramsey County.
We know Fletcher.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
Fletcher.
we come out here. We gotta keep good connections.
Got Pat Scott with you?
No, Pat's working though. I took Bill Finney today instead of Pat.
I bumped him.
Yeah, bumped him
bumped
right
him.
out. Bumped him right out.
You sheriff now, ain't you?
Yeah,
Undersheriff, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, ain't that a trip?
Yeah.
We ain't got no more meetings at White Castles.
Well, you know, ever
Take
since,
that away from us.
We should
well, you
do
know what
that.
happened when we had the pandemic, they locked us out of the lobby.
Yeah.
And by the time they got ready to come back in there, some of the old dogs had died, and the other ones decided they wasn't going in there no more.
Maybe we'll start those up again. We'll-
Copy in
You
173.
get to the color folks community. They'll let you do it.
173.
Head around, man.
Hey,
Hey, Phil.
see you later.
200 West Finney,
Yeah.
the License Bureau.
And that one dude probably wonders
refusing to
why
leave.
he always gets messed with by the
Blackmailed
police
the counter.
because of that attitude.
Light brown shirt and
And
pants.
a lot of times I'll sit
Upset
there and
because
talk
the
to
DMV
him.
is unable to issue the mail
Said,
a title.
"Man, you got control over the attitude, dude."
Title at a different location.
Well, it's good that people be put on notice
Yeah.
when their attitude goes downhill. Right?
Yeah. I mean, you know, just say, hey, you control
You're
this.
doing
You
them a
said,
favor.
you said the police this, the police that. Well, the police out here doing their job. And you all know you ain't unclean. Your hands are kind of dirty. You can see that. But build a relationship with the police, please. And maybe they give you a break if you're a little bit dirty next time. But,
100%.
you know, and so, but with the attitude, you know, it's amazing. We're out here and you're driving and you're in a squad car and you watch a traffic violation. And you walk up and you talk to the driver and ask them for their license. And you can tell in that first minute or two if the guy's gonna get a ticket, quite frankly. And it's usually because of attitude.
Because the question of learning their lesson.
Yeah.
Is, have they learned their lesson or not?
He said, I stopped you, sir, because you went through that red light back there. I didn't go through the red light. Yes, you did. That's why those cars were screeching tires to keep from hitting me. You know? So, you know, I don't know. I did not do that. Okay, then. Well, I can see that having a conversation with you and giving you a warning is not going to work. So I guess I'm going to have to write this ticket for you.
Yep. Yep. And whether there's any
And that's a shame.
remorse or resentment.
Yeah.
Those are the two factors that.
And it's almost always, you know, you can tell guy knows he did something wrong on a traffic violation. He rode through the stop sign, went through the light, stopped. Officer, I wasn't paying attention. I just went through the red light. I'm sorry. Well, now you're not as prone to want to give him a ticket. Now you just want to tell him, well, don't do that again. Pay
Right,
attention.
Right. If he's
Pay
correct,
attention.
corrected
You
his
could have
own
caused
self.
an accident. But what you don't do, and what we train not to do, you don't give a person a lecture and then give them a ticket too.
Right. Amen.
You either give them a ticket or you give them a lecture. You don't do them both.
Good point. Good point. The ones that do both are the ones that give us a bad
Well,
name.
they give us a bad name.
There's a friend of yours that lives down in the corner here. Oh, I forget. He comes to the African American leadership group. I forget which corner. It's with an M. Mick somebody. I think it might be
Well, cover.
Walk North here. I'll find it. It's the best kept lawn in town. I know that.
Faith Lutheran.
Yeah, they do great work there.
Yeah.
Roy Magnuson works with the.
He works out there?
Well, he helps the woman that works there, Sherry, with an outreach program to former addicts. And stuff.
Oh.
It's a really,
That's
really,
good.
really nice job.
That's an old building
they
right
do.
there. That's an old building. See how it's leaning?
Yep.
That was probably a business.
Firefighter, local 20. Yeah, and of course, there's been movement, but a lot of these houses are owned by the Hmong now.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Oh, yes.
Hmong community.
Well, this is the old Frogtown neighborhood.
Yep. Which was originally kind of white and German,
Yeah.
right?
Dennis! Back up.
Was it
Back up.
Presley? Or?
No, this is one of my Jamaican friends. Hey! Dennis!
Somebody call the police?
We seen you.
Well, we're not.
The sheriff and the chief.
The sheriff and the chief together. One grenade gets us both.
I haven't seen you in a long time, man.
I know. I've been all right, man.
Yeah.
One love.
I've been all right.
What's going on, man?
How's it going?
Yeah, right.
Have you been up to the club?
Yeah, I was up there Saturday.
I'm
you know,
just staying out of trouble and staying out
That's
the way.
good, good
Yeah,
thing.
good
Good
way.
thing.
Yeah, I'm getting old now.
Where we are. We
Yeah,
are.
yeah, but we're getting
She
better.
gone.
Huh?
No, what happened?
She gone. She left from last month.
Oh, no.
She left what?
From last month. That's my wife.
She
Yeah.
passed away?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
so
man, my
You got
my
that sheriff
condolences,
program
man.
thing still going?
it's on right now.
Oh, man.
Huh?
It's on right now.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, can I apply? I mean,
Oh yeah. We're looking for
left
correctional
last month.
officers. Yeah, people who work
correctional
How
officers.
long you
work in the jail.
No, I won't do that one.
I'm sorry.
I don't like to talk to the community.
Yeah,
you know what I
was
mean?
she
Yeah, we're full there, but we need people
but,
in the
no,
jail.
I ain't trying to do that one.
No.
I don't even want to see that.
What,
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
Yeah, I know,
Tough
but
job.
hey,
Tough
Have you
job.
seen
they
Slim?
there,
How
it's
Slim
for a
do it?
reason.
Slim.
It's about choices. It took me a while to learn it, but
Yeah.
I've been straight. I've been making.
This is a nice house. It's in good shape. Whose house is
I
that?
don't know who's out there.
She still working?
To
Beautiful.
be honest with
She ain't
you,
gonna even stop.
I've
She ain't
been over
gonna
here
stop.
You're just using the garage.
She ain't gonna stop.
pretty much hanging out with the SB. I don't know nothing about it. I just know the St. Paul people.
Yeah.
So, what do y'all think about the aliens that are here now?
The day after
With the
my
train,
birthday.
they're
The day after my
crazy.
birthday.
My Popeyes and all that. I'm
Zombies.
like,
My
what is
birthday
people?
was the 7th.
You can't even go get
and
your
she
chicken.
went
They're
there.
all in the
The
booths.
Wednesday.
It's good for you. It's good that you
And
noticed.
then
Yeah, I know. that.
22nd,
But it's
I
good to
was
see you
coming
guys.
this way.
Yeah.
Be safe.
And the guy run the
God
Appreciate
bless.
you.
God bless. Thank
Yeah.
you.
tear up the truck. You know,
He hit you?
Man, mash up the truck with me and I.
Oh, man.
I said,
Well, you didn't get hurt, though, did you?
Yeah, my leg just
Okay.
like
Okay.
right here.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything is so.
Did you go see the Bob Marley movie at all?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
I got.
It's not everything, but
It's good.
you know,
Yeah.
it's okay. So
I bought the magazine. There was a Newsweek or somebody did a story on them.
yeah,
I
they
wanted.
really don't give you everything, you know.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but it's an amazing story
yeah,
when you really think
he
about
went
it.
through a lot, you know.
Yeah.
So are you stopping up here from time to time every day, or what's up?
I went up there on Saturday because it was me, Jerry, Gus, John, and then he went home and go get Jerry. He went and
Okay.
go get
Well,
Jerry.
did you gotta go inside, or you out in the parking lot?
No, we was in the parking lot.
Okay. I'm gonna stop at this. See, I got a new car I gotta show you.
Oh, okay. But you know, I really hear the voice of Dennis, but
Hey, who that?
You know what, you know what?
Until when you flash the light, I say, oh,
Make sure he didn't have a gun with him. Yeah. Hey, very sorry about your wife.
oh wait,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know.
very sorry.
I expect it, you know, really. I
very
didn't know
sad.
it was going to happen sooner or later, but it wasn't. It didn't give me no timeline.
Yes.
Yeah.
To say, well, there was a second, like a second break in it.
Yeah.
It just take out.
All right, we better get out of the way
man.
of this one.
Okay.
Thanks,
Okay.
Dennis.
All right.
God bless.
Okay, yeah.
Peace.
He's a stone Jamaican. He's kind of Rasta.
Yeah, well,
He's Rasta.
good to hear that accent.
Oh yeah.
So we'll go over on Rice Street for a little bit.
Okay.
Tell us any memories you got
Sure.
on Rice Street. Oh, I was at the Rice Street riot.
180 is GOA. With
Which one?
1980.
Oh yeah.
Where Debbie got hit in the head
Yeah,
with a
Debbie got hit. And
rock.
Melvin did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the Russia used to be real rough.
Yeah. Well,
It's changed too
I
now.
guess you could argue it still is. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's changing. You know, the demographics change.
Hunter, you grabbed the 700 Shelby, number 106,
Actually,
with 173.
probably should have drove by the nickel joint real quick because
Medical alarm on
I
call.
was working the night that Bobby Luger got shot.
Not much more.
Killed. New Year's Eve,
Boy.
1980.
Did he get shot right at the nickel joint?
Yeah, right at the nickel joint. And or was it Tommy Luger? Tommy Luger. I get those two mixed up now. 40 years have gone by.
Can I get my CNC?
Tommy Luger.
113-909.
Anyhow,
113.
the neighborhood was changing. There was a little bit of racial tension in 1980, partly because Latimer had rehabbed all of Selby.
Yep. Yeah, displaced
people there. People were moving, and that was causing conflict.
Cause of conflict.
Displacement.
Big discount for military young athletes.
I don't know if you've seen this new Frogtown Recreation Center. It's pretty amazing. They never really had. They had Grotto Minnehaha Recreation Center, but they built this new one. And
I haven't been in the new one at all.
I'll just drive through the lot, but they have an amazing football program going on down there.
Really?
Yeah, it's really grown. It's probably one of the biggest football programs in the state of Minnesota. Is that an ice cream truck?
It must be, yeah.
There's the ice cream truck.
Yeah, you got a bunch of kids. Music and a bunch of kids standing out front of it.
Hey, how's it going, guys? What's up? What's up? I can, yeah. I'll get you some ice cream, but here's the thing. If I give you enough money for the three of you, will you share it properly?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want a gift card.
Yeah, I want a gift card. I don't have any gift cards. I'm completely out of gift cards. But what's your first name? Amari, and I'm going to give you $10.
Can you give me ice cream too, please?
He's going to share this. All I got is 10. Amarian's going to pay it.
Are you alive?
Yes, I'm live. You bet. You bet. All right, share that money though, Amarian. You're very well. Hopefully he shares it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to get a credit card out.
Yeah.
All I got was a 10.
Well, I got some cash. I was waiting.
Anyhow, they do a great job down here. They got programming inside. I mean, there should be stuff for $1 out of the Bluebell truck, shouldn't there?
I would hope so.
Oh, maybe that 10 can at least pay for 5 kids, right?
Let's watch and see.
I think he's good. How much does it say that stuff is?
Well,
I'd rather let them negotiate. $350. We're gonna need some more money, Bill.
Yeah.
Bill, hey, buddy.
What's the matter?
Here, we're gonna give you some cash. Okay? We're giving you. He's giving you some right now. There.
He wants some ice cream. We don't got the money for it.
Well, you're gonna have to stop crying.
Well, give him. We got $350. Looks like it's $350 on the window.
It's like $5 and.
Let me out.
You're gonna go pay? Yeah. You're the man, Bill.
Let me out.
You go do it.
I ain't buying anything.
Thank you.
He said that to her too. He got them messed up, bro.
I'll be here. Bill Finney gonna get out and negotiate this purchase at the ice cream truck. I didn't think ice cream was $3.50, but holy mackerel, it is. Gonna let you guys get to see Bill in action. This is what makes Bill Finney special. We gave the 10 to the one group, but there's a lot of other kids. should always carry more cash with you. I figured $10 would be $2 a piece, but $3.50. That's not. That's a tough figure. Is it good? What'd you get? Bubblegum. It's bubblegum ice cream. Yeah, you can tell Bill's just comfortable out there. He's one of the original community policing leaders. Yes, sir. Yeah, good. You know I'm in live. Yeah, Frogtown Brick Center. There's really nobody here yet.
Bravo 165.
All right. Yeah, thanks. We're not too many. I don't think any football here, but it's a little early still.
Bravo 165.
All right, thanks.
Need a zoom for a time, please.
All right, thanks.
Bravo 165, copy. Your number for target. 113-963.
Somebody's crying out there.
113-963.
I don't know.
Receive, thank you.
I think we ought to get a police discount here, don't you guys, backseaters? Well, he's got his ice cream. Why is he crying now?
Thank you.
Oh, there you go. We're gonna go now.
I really wanted that $5 one, but they want to be stingy. Bob.
Yep.
I really wanted a $5, but this is not the one I wanted. They gave me the wrong one.
Well, I'm out of cash because see,
I want the one that's
you know, the only
$5.
money, you know the only money I got is the Obama 100. Did you know Obama?
Obama for real?
Fahim Miller. He got shot and killed in Minneapolis. His family made a $100 bill with his face on it.
Can I get a squad?
I don't think it would pass.
Down to Ramsey County Jail.
Copy. There's a squad available for transport.
Boy, you are the man, Bill. Thank you. Thank you.
Yours came between. What over there? Point that.
I don't know, but
Point
$3.50.
that $5 ice cream. Oh hell no! So you get one of those $1.50 ones.
Oh, did they have $1.50 ones too?
Yeah, you have $1.50. But he's one. There was a little boy is yelling, crying. He said, "I want ice cream." It's okay. And so, he says, "I want the $5 one." No, you're not getting that. So everybody else will want that too then.
Oh my goodness.
So he hollered.
So there was a range of costs there.
Oh
It wasn't
yeah,
all
between
$3.50.
$1.50
Okay.
up to like $5.50.
All right. Well, thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
There's some great community policing.
Well, you know, I got a public salary and a little extra money to make kids happy, fine. But when you get the ones that try to scam you or try to get cute with it, no. Little ones.
Let's see what
I'll just say thank
this
you.
address here at 651 has some troubled children. When I see a car out front, let's just see how they.
Right here.
How's it going? Good. The truck running okay?
It ain't working.
It ain't working?
Man, I swear I'll fix everything on this motherfucker. It ain't working.
It ain't working? Are you guys live at 651?
Huh?
You live there?
No, I do lawn service.
Oh, you do what?
Lawn service.
Very good, lawn service. Which one you doing next?
I'll drop the flyers off. Yours is
What?
Oh, I see.
My wife says she loves mowing.
She make you sleep on the couch?
She said she loves mowing.
I love sleeping on the couch too.
Yeah, exactly. See ya. Have a good one. I don't make my wife mow the lawn, of course. You know.
Of course not.
But I know she's listening today, so I thought she'd
She's
get a
probably
kick out of
cracking up.
that.
She'll talk to you about it later. Yeah.
Get a kick out of that. So we'll head back over to Rice Street, but that is a nice recreation center they got.
It is nice.
And a lot of them don't get much use, but that one, well, I'll tell you what, the kids are always down there. And you know what? We need places for kids to go.
Yeah.
There you go. So later this week, Suni Lee is competing.
Yeah, she's got to be an Olympic. Yeah, she's a
Olympic
gymnast.
trials over there in Minneapolis. Going to be over at the Target Center, I think.
Yes,
Target
it is.
Center.
Yeah.
For the trials.
Now she's related to Chow, right?
Not Tu Chow, but she's really Chinu. You think
That's
it's
what I meant, Chinu.
Yeah. Well, clan related, but yeah,
clan related.
He brought her in here to see us. Let's wave to these people. And but Simone Biles is back. You know, Simone Biles
she's back. Yeah, she had the twisties.
Had a mental health.
Yeah, she called it the twisties.
Twisties, mental. It is mental health.
You know, it's mental health. So where they lose, she loses where she is when she's in the middle of her moves.
So Simone is the favorite this year, which you know, Suni won the gold already. I saw her. I said, you know, don't put pressure on yourself. You've won the all around once.
Simone's won gold, and you know, she used to like little girl Simone did.
Yeah.
Now she's definitely a woman in the face now, but she's not 5 feet tall.
No, I know, which may give her an advantage.
Well, you know, all them gymnasts, they can't be, you know, statuesque.
Yeah. Well, Suni had some back issues, you know, which were affecting her performance.
Man, I tell you, that's not easy stuff.
No.
And they land wrong, and the shot goes right up their spine. Oh my goodness.
So I don't know. I wish her the best. We're big fans of
the St. Paul girl.
Suni, and we want you to find gold. Usually, you know, the parallel bars are one of her strengths.
Well, I was watching the trials here yesterday, and there was a few people from either Minnesota. One guy running a steeplechase. He came in second. He's from Minnesota, some little small town. And then they had a couple of guys. One was from Rice Lake, Wisconsin.
Oh,
and that's not that far.
Home of Tomahawk Scout Reservation.
Yeah, you know, and so. There was a lot of, you know, regional people that were in the trials.
Yeah.
Boy, that place, somebody ran into the side of it.
The side of that building. Mm-hmm. Well, we got all the radios on. I'm still waiting for some calls, but I think all the bad guys are listening to Bill Finney. They all remember you.
This is Old Rice Street.
A good name for a bar, Unity Cafe.
Yeah.
117.
Things, man. Many different things.
Click here when you need to for that, and I'll take your narcotics and give you all nice.
Borns Bar. You and I have been there a few times in our careers.
Yes.
Right?
Borns, I go there and just breaking up fights.
You're trying to pass me there, buddy. I was going to yield to you.
Copy that. Hampton. 603.
That corner used to be pretty bad for shootings.
Yeah, Winnipeg and Rice.
Yeah.
Manitoba and
real
Rice.
bad.
Thing is, you just got to talk to people, right?
St. Paul plug these holes. Potholes.
Just got to just be friendly and talk to people, you know?
Yeah.
Plant a little seed inside their brain for the future. But yeah, there's an address on Winnipeg down here. Used to be Winnipeg was the #1 street for shots fired.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
21. I'm with the juvenile male. The father appears to be pulling up right now. Copy, father appears to be pulling back up at 201.
Well, see, some of these young kids don't remember you.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Well, you know, I've been away from the St. Paul Police Department 20 years.
Yeah, that's just in your mind.
Yeah.
524.
524. Copy, and stop something.
Myself and 522 will
Let's just pull up on these kids.
And then when they say,
Try not to get shot.
they say, Finley. Okay.
Yeah, try not to get shot. Oh, just use your sterling
Different,
person.
looks like party did leave on foot. I can have the TC confirm if the party's called.
Slime, what's going on? What's happening?
I'll be out with the second cop.
How's everyone? What's going on, gentlemen? What's going on?
Ain't nothing going on. What's going on?
Living
with
the
you?
dream, living the dream?
Yeah, living the dream until I woke up.
Till you woke up, and then what happened?
Shit.
You want to go back to
I want to
sleep?
go back to sleep.
That's
Yeah. What y'all up to?
What?
We just walk around
This
the
is
neighborhood.
Bill Finney. He was the police chief for 12 years.
How you doing, my man? How you been?
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Y'all brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all ever need me to come cook for y'all, man? For y'all, y'all.
Well, yeah,
wives,
you
y'all let us know,
got a
man.
catering deal?
Where do you cook?
Huh? I cook whatever you want. I can cook whatever you want. You want steak?
Well, are you live streaming? Bill Finney, chief.
Bill, what's his name?
Finney. Bill Finney.
Okay, we got the chiefs around this motherfucker. You hear me?
Yeah.
Bill,
Sorry about that. Hey, you guys enjoy your day.
Yeah.
Christopher, nice to meet you. Later.
Your lights are on.
There we go.
Oh, you got different. I just got little push buttons up on.
Yeah. You get used to one thing. All my cars, I have it exactly the same, so it never changes. You see, they look a little angry, didn't they? But
Then they start going, oh, that's the police.
Squad available for 472 South Snelling for one down. 173, can you divert?
71 and negative. The party is not following.
Try wrestling.
Copy, 171, proceed. Advise that.
What's going on? What's happening, girls?
173, can you divert?
Everybody good?
No.
What are we out doing? Are we
472 South
cooking
Snelling,
food later or
one
not?
down on the patio.
What? That's the only shade tree in the neighborhood, huh? All right, have a good one, you guys. Curb.
Yes. We got them big tires.
Area 441
Mamas.
Spring Hill Road for
Oh yeah, Mama's. Tell Mama's story.
Well, you know, that's where a lot of the old cops who used to work this here used to go in there and eat lunch or dinner at Mama's restaurant. And her and her son and family.
Peaches, right?
Yeah, Peaches. They have good Italian food. It's been a long time since I've been. I think it's been. Well, I've been there since I've been on the sheriff. I stopped in there one morning. This is back during the pandemic. I want to let people in, but they let me in.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they just do takeout now, right? I don't think they...
Pretty much, yeah.
They make a good pizza.
Oh, they do.
Tony.
Yeah, they
Good
do.
pizza. Get a lot of memories there.
Oh, man.
A lot of memories. A lot of memories.
All around through here. Chicken chips. off of Wheelock Parkway when Rondo came through, where they had to move too.
Wait a minute. Terry Landrush.
Yeah. And they went to Washington High School.
Yeah. My mom went to Central. My dad went to Monroe.
Your dad went to Monroe?
Yeah.
He's a West 7th Street kid?
Yeah. Well, kind of Lower Highland, West 7th Street.
Yeah.
Dave Cassetta married my cousin.
Really?
Yeah. Gail.
Huh. I said St. Paul's a big, small town.
It is.
People just intermarried, related. Now the coffee cup down here, it caught on fire and burned. Yeah. I hear there's another restaurant in there now.
And my AVL wasn't working, so I logged out back.
It's I think it's got two names now. Coffee Cup and the Perfect Coffee.
I think it's the Perfect Coffee because the coffee cup now is over on Randolph.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on Randolph. It's on Randolph and Hamlin. Used to be the Copper Dome.
Crime is so down here. I was thinking of calling Gidget. We really have had a pretty good impact on crime.
Yeah.
We should open up the tin cup.
Bar?
Tin cup. We should open it up. Open up the cup again. I think there's an atmosphere. It might come back. For a while there, after COVID.
Well, COVID killed a lot of stuff.
People were just assholes, too. Coffee cup. Perfect coffee.
Perfect coffee.
Have you been back here?
I have not been to this restaurant since, I don't know if it's open yet. Well, I came past it one time. I was going to stop in there, but it was closed that particular day.
I was a little confused because you see there's two signs. You see the Perfect Coffee is there. And then it says closed for remodeling, right?
Yeah.
Closed for remodeling. But then on the side of this building, it says right here, Coffee Cup Family Restaurant, 7 days a week, 5:30.
They're not open yet. Yeah, that is confusing. Because, they had a fire in it.
Yeah. A bad one.
Yeah.
A bad one. By the way, my wife sent me a text saying some of the back seaters are commenting on how handsome you're still are.
Well, I said, Sam Ballard. Sam is, he always dyes his hair.
Tell him to go.
Come on, my man. Go ahead. Better hang on to the pants and fall down like he's wearing his big brother's pants. Yeah, so Sam was, his hair is jet black. I said, Sam, you're 4 years older than me.
White female, 40, 5'6", average, black and white shirt, black pants.
So as soon as you see a white hair, you go and put some shoe polish on it.
Classic, huh?
Yeah.
One of my favorites. Sam Ballard and Tony Blakey. Remember him?
Yeah.
Those were classics.
Oh yeah.
Personalities, They have,
oh yeah. That's what it was.
Copy.
Yeah,
After a live crash, saw a vehicle driving away.
Tony Blakey, his real name is James.
Juliet and Sierra.
James
68,
Blakey,
a Honda
Tony.
Accord, black male
He was
occupant.
Art Blakey's
Suspect
cousin.
posted at 2101 Como. I don't know it yet.
Yeah, they're first cousins.
I guess I knew they were related. I wasn't sure how.
Yeah.
Of course, for backseaters, Art Blakey was really the kindest police officer I've ever known. And he lived right by Brooks' funeral home there, him and his family.
Yeah, on Concordia.
On Concordia.
Old Rondo.
And
And
it's always a reminder for me as a executive of police department is you never know who's going to blossom where, and you always got to be thinking about where they might. You know, Art was a long-time deputy when I was elected sheriff, and did a great job, but he was working in the jail predominantly as a lieutenant. And remember, you and I met to talk about how we could combat crime.
Yeah.
And one of the ideas that we came up with was putting an East Metro gang group together and put Art in charge.
Emergency ride. One adult female to race in my
Well, I'll tell you what, Art just blossomed into a great little
he,
leader.
And he was chief of the State Fair Police.
Yep.
Up until the day he passed.
Yep.
And he tried to quit, and the State Fair authority there said, "Oh no, you have to stay here. You have to stay."
And his daughter now, Brooke, is in charge of, I don't know what you would call it, but pretty much the mayor's public safety initiatives.
Yes.
In St. Paul.
Yeah, she works out of the mayor's office.
Yeah. She worked for the transit police for a long time. And his wife, Caroline, got real involved with the carnival, and then so did Art. Art was actually the West Wind, and then he also became
King Boreas.
King Boreas.
Yeah, he started out being West Wind.
It's a lot of time. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah, you know, they had wanted me to do that before they had asked Art, but the mayor at that time said, too much time commitment. I was chief.
Yeah.
So it's too much time commitment. I said, you're right.
Well, I think we can get you, now that you're retiring, I think we can get you in there as the West Wind. You know.
Oh,
the West Wind. I always felt there was too much time, too. Once they did ask me, because, you know, the sheriff was kind of the West Wind.
Sure.
But a little too much.
It's a lot of time.
Too much time.
I was the High Lord Chamberlain. High Lord Chamberlain, but that's a short spell.
High Lord Chamberlain.
Yeah,
that seems to fit you. I like that.
High Lord Chamberlain. Boy, it's really greened up real nice, hasn't it?
It has. Let's go exploring on the east side here. We're over on the east side now.
Edgerton.
$76.94.
76.94.
I guess Gidget did sell the tin cups. I know she was. I didn't know that.
This evening.
Copy.
Well, she wasn't living in St. Paul anymore anyway, was she? She's living on.
She's everywhere.
Yeah.
Definitely here. Not saying it needs to say that.
But it's settled.
But people can walk the streets of St. Paul with relative confidence compared to Minneapolis.
And even downtown St. Paul,
yeah.
Minneapolis, they're not so much wanting to do that.
Nope.
2364, you can submit in narcotics.
Nope.
Copy. Walk up at 1411 at 1618.
We do have our kids that are gun prone. We know who all 75 of them are, to be honest with you. You can identify, just keep staying on them. Stay on them. Consistent.
Yeah, who would ever thought that kids in their mid-teens would
Squad 106.
be so vicious with guns?
I don't know.
Are you trying to get a hold of me on the phone?
Yeah, he's on the hold of you right now.
They have good guns. They
I don't have a phone on my console anymore.
Saturday night special guns here.
you got a number I can call you, otherwise
Locks
you go
with
to 4, you can
switches
call
on
the
it.
supervisor.
Yeah.
That's a scary thing.
And large magazines.
Shout out to my friend Gene Liljanol, lives down Brainerd there. Still a lot of graduation parties taking place.
Yeah.
Kids graduating.
Chi-Town Grill and Grocery.
They must do okay there.
1260 County Road E.
It's been a number of different things.
1009, existing medic, 89-year-old male, conscious and breathing, who followed
I always judge how well they're doing by their signage.
106, having radio
pretty
problems. Try it
clean,
again.
right?
Yeah.
On 4.
Bricks are painted, sign looks decent.
And there goes somebody.
6. I'm on the phone with the supervisor.
Yeah, that'll work.
St. Paul Police.
You and I didn't work over here much originally in our career.
Nope.
We were pretty much on the other side of the freeway.
They were pretty much. We want where the action was.
Well, back then, yeah, there wasn't much action over here.
No, it wasn't boring.
It was boring over here. And, of course,
Domestics,
things
maybe.
changed.
The fights every once in a while. But nothing.
Whirlpool was over here. Was a good. People were working. 3M, Whirlpool. Yeah. Arcade had movie theaters. Payne Avenue had a movie theater. Remember was it the Capitol? I don't know. My dad used to take me to movies over there on Payne Avenue. The Battle of the Bulge. Remember that?
Oh my goodness, yes.
And, what was the other one? The Sword and the Arrow. Burt Lancaster or something. I don't know.
Burt Lancaster.
Burt Lancaster. He was a trapeze artist or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I think
the ice cream guy.
the ice cream truck. He's following you around.
Look at that guy. He's got the cash.
Here's the guy with the cash.
I can make 360.
So we are coming up on Payne Avenue backseaters here.
Yes.
Payne and York.
It used to be the pain reliever.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. Bill and I never went in there, but there was a pain reliever
Strip
bar
club.
there.
Then what was the name of this bar that was on this corner? Size or what? I can't name.
Something like that.
But it used to fight in there. Right there in that corner.
Okay. Boxing?
No.
Real fights?
Just fights, yeah.
Who was the pain reliever? Dick? What was his name?
Oh, jeez.
Karen worked for him.
Karen
right?
worked for him. Karen
Palm worked for Dick.
Yeah.
She's a nice person.
Karen still. Well, she's got the Minnesota Music Cafe.
Yeah, Minnesota Music Cafe.
She and I grew up together.
Yeah. You guys have always been great friends.
Yeah.
My son played in her bar there. Kyle.
Yes.
She was always very kind to Kyle. I appreciate that.
Yes, she did. East Side Pizzeria. That caught on fire once. Now this Magnolia, it had been on fire. I don't think it's open yet.
No, isn't it?
See it.
Good breakfast place.
Oh,
And then
it's good
Serlin's was over here too, right?
Yeah, Serlin's is over here. Well,
Oh, that's still open.
I don't think it is.
4471 and 44.
No, I don't think Serlin's is still open. belong together.
Of Sandhurst Avenue, E16, within 41 meters.
Yeah, this isn't as busy as Croctown.
No.
But,
Roger, copy. 664.
so Bill and I were here for the migration of the Hmong community, and then of course the Somali community, and now the Karen community is our chief, largest group. A lot of them live on the north end and up in Roseville.
It's amazing how the demographics of St. Paul have changed. All the time when I was growing up in St. Paul, the black community is right around 3%, and then it got all the way up. All the minority communities were up. I think when I first became chief, it was up less than 10%. And by the time I left as chief, 12 years as chief, the demographics had changed quite a bit to where, about 40% of the city is people of color.
Okay.
Now I think it's better than half, or just around half.
I think it is half, but I still think the black community is about 12-15%.
Yeah, it's not real large.
And then you've got, well, a lot of it depends. I mean, you probably should call the Somali community the black community,
I call them African.
A lot of people separate that.
East Africans community.
But you got Hmong is probably
pretty good size.
Tied with the black community, I would think.
Yes, they used to be real close in percentages.
Yeah.
And we're on Arcade now.
You know, other thing I wanted to tell you that one of Bill's goals was to develop people ready to be chief,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And so I think you successfully did that.
I have a number of people I've been very, very happy with that have gone on to bigger, more responsibility jobs.
Yeah.
I had 2 executive officers, both females, and the one executive officer was a sergeant deputy, and Bob Levy make her an acting lieutenant. She worked real well. Well, then she moved over. She's director of community corrections for Dakota County.
There you go. Well, that's since you were at our place, Sawana Kirkland. But I'm talking about Thomas Smith.
Oh, yes.
And Axel not Axel Henry, but Todd Axtell.
Todd
was
Axtell.
one of your mentees, right?
Yes, definitely was.
And Todd went on to be police chief.
And I used to kind of encourage. He didn't always want to do it. Harrington, I used to make him get into different parts of the administration, and he didn't want to do it. But I said, well, this is not a request. I want you to broaden your perspective. And out of that, he became acceptable, became the police chief that succeeded me.
Yep.
And we got Tom Smith. I had recruited Tom Smith from Minnesota Corrections. He was a prison guard.
Yep.
And Todd Axel, I recruited him and hired him. And, I was a captain. I was a captain in training when Todd Axel came on.
Well, Bill Martinez, you recruited him too. He became a deputy chief.
Yep. That's all you do. You bring them and you put them in a situation where they have to use their brains, and they find out they have them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Spanish-speaking people now.
More and more. And I'm always regret. I took German in high school and college.
I wish I had gotten more fluent in Spanish. I understand it, but I understand it slow.
I tell people, learn Spanish. It's the most valuable.
It really is
extra tool.
Every American kid ought to at least know Spanish.
Right.
Because
Right.
They border us, and
Yeah, and they're a growing population.
It's huge. Big motors.
I'll swing down here. We're in the Lower East Side now, I guess you'd call it. And surprisingly, we haven't had much activity here today.
It's not as hot as they said it was going to be, but because you can still feel a little coolness in the air.
Yeah.
If we're 90 degrees and humid, you might begin to see some of that foolishness.
Our backseaters, the whole Live on Patrol really started with discussing history of St. Paul.
Yeah.
And I try not to repeat my stories because I don't want to be redundant. But yours are all unique and personal. So
thank you.
I really appreciate that.
It's just been so many different criminal trends that have started, flourished, and then fell off. Part of that was hookers. You sit on Selby, just eat some corn, stopping traffic to ply their trade. And
5955 is
me and my partner used to come out, and we came on duty at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, girls, get off the corner, go home. And for the most part, they'd listen. And if they didn't, well, then you had to arrest them. The arrest usually didn't stick.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it didn't stick.
Remember, we used to have the booking van, so we would give them a choice. Yeah.
So we did that. And before crack took over.
Yeah.
Because I think crack is what cured a lot of that prostitution, because they were no longer professional prostitutes, if you will. They were a lot of women that were addicted, them and their husbands, to drugs. And so they had sold everything they could sell. So now the wife or the girlfriend is out selling herself to make money so that they can buy crack.
You remember Johnny Phipps at all?
Oh, yeah. I grew up with Johnny.
Kim Flemino's
his sister.
Pimp?
Yep. Yeah, Johnny. Johnny was quite a little pimp.
Quite the pimp.
Well, the girls, he was kind of small and he dressed nice, and cute. The girls kind of like that.
How's everybody doing today? Is there a party? What was the occasion? Yeah. 24 or 42? Huh? 24. 24. Whose birthday? Who's? Oh, really? I'm sorry. What was his name? Very sorry.
Yeah, I think I've seen her on TV. I think he got shot. I was looking at her because she looks familiar.
Got a 2 and a 4 there.
Yeah. Backward 4.
Rural reader, Dayton's Bluff.
Oh man, yeah. This well, used to be a church. They turned it into a condominiums. You can still see the church shape of it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Dayton's Bluff Elementary School and Dayton's Bluff Playground.
Yeah.
Not much going on there.
Now here's another one. It used to be a church. That was a church too. They turned that into living space.
Yeah. but just by staying on top of it.
Yep.
I'm sure summertime will be a little bit of a change. You just need things for kids to do, Bill.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. And it should be neighborhood based, rather than have to go way over another side of the world to exercise.
Hey, and if you're just joining us now, my special guest is Bill Finney, former St. Paul Police Chief Bill Finney and current Undersheriff. Unfortunately, Bill is anything? What's your 10-year-old brother doing? You know, he came down the steps the other day, and you know what he told me when I was at your house?
372 copy.
You know what he said? He said, "You're getting," because I got a bulb in my head, and he could see when he was coming. Yeah.
You didn't know that? Me too.
I'm gonna go talk to him. Tell him I'm not getting bald. I'm growing my hair out.
Okay. Get out of the street, kids. There they are.
What are they doing there?
Well, they're blowing, cleaning it first. Kind of washing it. I think they could do some painting.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're knocking the dirt off of it.
Oh, I got a fire truck coming. I gotta get out of the way.
Oh, yeah. The lights are on. Rescue squad. What's going on here?
Two callers, one says
Is that an
6 people, one
accident?
says 8
Another
people.
one? Wow.
Someone one says no weapon. Blackmail 16 is involved with blackmail.
Wait, somebody left the roadway?
179, can you search the way as well?
Hi.
Somebody leave the roadway or what?
179, copy. Coming to, looks like there's supplies, 7 up by calls.
We're good here.
I can go as well.
That truck, that car's almost all rust.
Officer there was on the phone, so that's what we didn't want to interrupt much longer, but said that everything's good. There's the fire truck now behind us.
Is he still behind us?
He's turning back. Almost back on 3rd Street. Must have got another call in the other direction. Stand by for input. I'll go downtown a little bit, huh?
Okay.
See what's happening down there. Well, we'll have to do this again even when you're retired.
Suite 100.
I
There's
wonder what's up
the
with that raggedy truck.
Well, let me see what we got here. If you can see the address here, Lex, South Shore, Davern Grove, Cherry Hill.
Of course it's there. They spot you.
Here we go. Here's the call. You read from the bottom. Trying to steal.
Blackmail young.
When and out. Trying to steal.
Trying to steal from the register. Came in through the back door. The store there it is.
Might be unrelated to the car.
Yeah.
He got on the bus. Oh, a suspect, no. And my father worked downtown here at the Corps of Engineers.
Yeah?
For years, as well as whole career, 30-some years.
For the military?
Well, he was in the Marines.
Yes.
But then he became an engineer on the GI Bill after he got out. The Corps is technically run by the Army.
Right.
So there was a colonel in charge of the office here. My dad was military, but he wasn't. He was a civilian.
Down with the cruiser in front. Copy, thank you.
But, you know, the old post office building is where the Corps was. Up there, 13th floor of the...
Now they turned that into some housing.
Housing, yeah. It's all changed now, isn't it?
Yes.
Security clear system.
So many memories.
Well, I think, you know, email and the internet and stuff like that is, you know, took a big bite out of the post office's business.
Yeah. FedEx, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right above us is the connection between the Union
172 to 165. Is that one for you or no?
and the train tracks.
4504.
Barback just said Great Northern, and they had the goat on it, like from the Great Northern Railway.
Yeah.
Empire Builder, J.J. Hill.
Do you remember when we were young, they would put us on a train from here to Minneapolis and back, you know, for a field trip?
Oh, yeah. Well, I used to, my dad worked on a train, so we'd go on longer trips than that, my mother and I. We'd go from here to Seattle, and we had a sleeper car.
Oh, you're lucky duck.
Oh, man, it's just like, oh, man, that was so cool. You know, and then the dining car, they didn't have frozen food they heated up. They actually cooked the meals there. And, you know, everything, steak, to chicken and stuff, and
really,
you know, oh man, and that little galley on the train, you wouldn't think that good food could have come out of it. Those guys knew what they were doing. They worked at it.
That's cool.
And during the summer months, in my college years, for 2 summers I worked on the railroad, and then 2 weeks over Christmas, and working this summer, 2 weeks over Christmas, I could pay for my college year. You know, tuition was affordable.
Yeah.
It was affordable. It's ridiculous now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
And, but you know, the train, you got paid pretty good. You know, the tips were as good as the salary, depending on the job you had. If you were a waiter, of course, you know, those guys made money.
820.
They made most of their, I think, the biggest part of their cash were the tips.
Go ahead. Put us out on a TPV at 4th Commercial. squad for
Squads for
1700 EOT.
230.
130 Tango.
235.
Negative.
Copy 238.
Squad 130 Tango.
239.
130 Tango. 32.
Waypoint out.
Copy 248.
Squad 47. Squad 32. 248 Tango.
Is there anybody else for 1700 EOT?
522 and 524 BOT. Have a good
Good
night.
night, 133.
Copy, good night of 1645.
137, are you gonna make it? 339. 137.
339.
Good night.
345. Happy 138.
345. 351 Tango.
And that can be reporter advised.
354. 354. 357.
Happy 141.
Anybody else?
349.
144.
Anybody else?
Kellogg Boulevard changed a lot since we were here, huh?
Oh my God, yes.
145. Squad 146, are you gonna make it?
Keeps trying to redesign these streets.
Happy 150. 150.
And every street has a bike
Anyone else
lane
for
now.
EOT?
Yeah. Taking up the parking spots.
Good night, West. 1646.
So you're hearing some of the day crews going home, calling it a day. Downtown on the back side of the transit station here. Something's going to go on this green space. I talked to the owners. I'm not sure what it is. Am I going to clear this? See those kids
Just
in that
making
car
it.
right there?
Oh, just making it.
Am
Yeah.
I? Let's see. I'll say hi to these gentlemen here. What's going on, gentlemen? How many you got in that car now? How's it going? Huh? You're what? Why is he leaving? Is he afraid? I know I got your box so you can talk to me. I know. Well, you're illegally parked. But you had to go in the store? Just came by. I'm not bugging you. I just came by to see who's hanging. What's the lowdown? Who's that other one over in the corner there? He's avoiding me. This is called talking. Talking. Oh, they're parked illegally anyhow. I'm not parked. I'm stopped. You guys have a good day, okay? Later. Later. Try to stay connected.
Boy, keeps them on
You know,
the
that's the
feet.
thing is, it's like the old days when those officers knew our names. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah.
Those old beat officers.
Yeah.
When we were young. You know, I didn't think they would finish all this street work done. Remember this was really torn up.
Oh, it's jacked
I don't know
up.
how they do it that quickly,
Well, it seems
to be
like
honest with you.
they put their energies
By the
into
way, you
it.
can make a left turn on red if there's
Yeah.
if it's one way to one way, folks. That's all. You're one.
172.
172.
You got cement trucks down here now.
10-8. Can you create me a woofer check on Queen and Queen Avenue over there?
Right here on this street is where the
174.
protesters started smashing windows during the Republican National Convention in 2008. So that was not good. And the big unknown is, are they going to do the same in Milwaukee?
You know where the bar used to be in there?
Yeah. Somebody's singing, Bill.
Yeah.
located out of Minneapolis. Suspects described as 2 Hispanic males and 1 Hispanic female. 1 male armed with black handgun. Vehicle taken was a gray
Give her a dog a ride.
GMC Sierra pickup. Lima King Edward 774. Information 650.
Carjacking in Minneapolis. Thankfully, we haven't had many. We're way, way down compared to them. That's right. Hold your kid's hand.
There's a guy again.
How are you? Good. How are you, buddy? Like the bat phone. Remember the bat phone?
Yeah.
Bill almost ran for mayor once down here. Remember, you picked up the forms.
Yeah, I did.
Scared everybody to death. You scared everybody to death.
Yeah,
you know, Bill, I think you would have been the best mayor ever. I really do. Because you knew the police side of things, and you loved the town.
Yeah, I definitely love the town.
And I think you would have been a great mayor. In fact, that might still be a job for you.
Oh.
Let's talk to Linda.
Oh, she wouldn't talk about it.
Linda, what do we think?
She would know. She might be running.
Bill Finney for mayor.
She's going like, oh no. Well, you know, when I retired from St. Paul, there was a big hue and cry and won, and I could have won. I could have beat Randy, because Randy only won by 403 votes anyway.
Over Dawkins? Was that Dawkins?
No, Randy Kelly.
Who did he win against? Was it Andy Dawkins?
I think it might have been.
Well, I know Dawkins lost, but I don't know who did.
Yeah, and Linda said to me, you know, husband, I'll support you if you decide you want to do it. She said, but you're tired. I can tell you're tired.
536. 560. News to 10 West Exchange, assisting medics with a man down on the 13th floor.
That's the problem, though, in this world. Sometimes it's the older, experienced people that have realized that we need to not just be one-issue candidates, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing.
Happy to name, thank you.
There's a lot of people down there.
A lot of activists, yeah. I don't know. The key to a successful downtown is having people down here with disposable income.
Yes.
That's the problem. A lot of people down here don't have enough cash to keep all the shops in the Skyway going. And Minneapolis is starting to experience some of that too. But you know, at least it's safe down here. The thing is, people can walk down here and feel safe.
It's at the Emporium and the Golden Rule.
Bravo 805.
My mom used to take the 9 bus down to the Golden Rule pretty much every week.
Yep.
And I would accompany
Bravo 805.
while she looked at stuff to purchase.
Well, she could buy stuff and put it on layaway. They take it and put it in the back closet.
Layaway.
And you come down and put a few more dollars on it and put it away.
Golden Rule.
The Golden Rule and the Emporium.
165.
Yeah. And of course, the Golden Rule is now Ramsey County offices, right? I think that's the one.
1654. 4471.
One of this was the Emporium, one was the Golden Rule. I can't
45.
I think this is Golden Rule. As a matter of fact, there's still one awning that says Golden Rule on it.
Remember we used to have the bar in here?
Going east on Village. Bravo
That bar, the
805.
cops used to go in there after work. Used to be right in there. I wasn't in there.
Zero West Quad, that can start to 2176 Eaglehart to check Bravo 805 status.
Used to be right in here.
2176 Eaglehart.
165.
Thank you. Disregard, he just clears traffic.
Look to the right here and see if you can see any of those. Oh, can we still turn here?
No.
I think I can.
Oh, yeah, we're here. Yeah,
165, did you copy?
You copy.
Alleries. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the golden rule
Oh.
awning, which they might have taken down.
Yeah, because it's been decades since it was.
Yeah, but I saw one like in the last year on the building. Maybe on the other side.
Pomeroy's Animal Hospital, that's been there a long time.
Sure has.
We should take our pets there if they got something back in the day, back in the 50s.
3925.
You okay the plate?
Well, I'm surprised the cat team hasn't come up with a stolen car. They're out there. What?
You ever been inside this place?
Just on a call to the lobby once. Not really,
Yeah,
I
sure,
don't
I
really
have
know.
been. I've never been in that hotel.
You know, when we were trying to figure out where to build the jail, this Rossmore building here was an option.
You were thinking about it, huh?
I was, because you were right across the street at the police department.
Right, we were right there.
I was going to put a tunnel and a skyway from 101 East 10th Street.
Yeah.
But guess what happened instead? The police department had to move.
Yeah, well, that was Randy Kelly.
I love that building that we started in, huh?
I do too. I'm glad they cut the front of it off and put it back up there, you know, so you can see the history of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it.
We're going to drive right by where Bill and I started, the old St. Paul Police Department, 101 East 10th Street. You can see those towers on the side there. That was the front of the police department. There were 3 floors in there.
You know, and
Chief's Corner was on the northwest corner.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what time period.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I came on the department, it wasn't a police department. It was the Bureau of Police Protection and the Bureau of Fire Protection, and it was the Public Safety Department.
Oh.
See, according to our city charter, they could only have 6 departments.
Okay.
And so, up there on top, you'll see it says Health, Fire, and Police. That was the Public Safety Building.
Good to know. Good to know. And the building across the street where we did all our training, 100 East 11th, is gone.
It's gone now.
The annex.
Yeah.
Pedro's was there too, right?
Pedro's was right here in the corner.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to Pedro's.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is tough there. Health is in the middle, police, fire. Fire, health, and police. And the license inspector was always a police department.
199, you got to call it 1151.
Carcetti was the last one.
Okay.
Joe, called him Joe.
You may want to look at
Joe
the call,
Carcetti.
Tell us her and maybe separate him and squad bill.
They pulled him out of the police department and put Joe over in the courthouse.
Yeah.
But it used to be right here on the second floor. The second floor of the public safety building here was where the license inspector was. And there was always somebody appointed by the chief to be the license inspector. And so by that, it made all. Remember, we get St. Paul Police could always check licenses.
Yes.
Because of the old times, because we were all license inspectors because they came out of the police department, or the Bureau of Police. My first ID card, I still got it.
165.
Bureau of Police.
Interesting.
165.
And then in 72, and that was a black and white ID card. Then in 72, we got our first color card, ID card. And then it was by the time it was police department.
162. I can
guard can clear the place.
Some background noise you might hear. There's something on LTAC. It's not in our quadrant, but there's a little argument. If I figure out where it is, I'll certainly let you know. Health department, yeah.
Oh. 20 people fighting at the pool. Where is that?
Como pool. Well, are we going? We'll head up there. How's it look to the right?
Right, clear.
Want to get hit by a train?
Oh, that's not a good idea.
No, trains are...
They win.
Trains win. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Trains win.
Yeah, they win.
You know, these fight calls, you never know for sure if they're going to dissipate, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes people get more serious. But the one good news is
clear.
We know they cannot leave too quickly because they got their suits on.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's a fight at a bar, everybody's out of there before we get there.
Yeah, they can't fight long.
Bravo 586.
When they wash this building, you can really see the marble how it comes out. It's
beautiful, isn't it?
Beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Because it looked like cement before they washed it.
You didn't mean to say that, did you? What did you say it looked like?
Cement.
Oh.
Yeah, it looked like cement.
I
You think it's something else.
And 109, that's second message related to that.
I didn't catch the full
It
pronunciation.
was just gray, you know. But when they wash it, now you can see all that beautiful marble. Or granite, whatever it is.
All right, good. Thank you.
We got a little ways to go, but all the day crew is gone, so they might not make it there that fast.
275.
Watch those rate cars, will you?
Yep.
Good.
Clear.
I have 1363 Cohansey Street. The caller states the neighbors have been going in and out all day. The address screaming and yelling.
Cover that, run around.
I don't know. That guy's not going to the fight at the pool. But that's probably a central car, right?
Yeah.
182.
22.
I can start for the welfare check. It's not.
That's the truck.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's almost easier to predict how people are driving when you don't have the red lights on. That guy pulls over, some pull left, some pull right.
She jumped out of a cab at that.
Clear right.
Sorry, at that location, they're requesting a welfare check on her. She's gonna be wearing a gray jacket with them. Yeah.
182, they can assist.
445. Okay.
Right choice motorcycle.
4504. 4504. You can send me the animal.
So this is a tough call. Normally I'd go straight, but you know those windy roads around the lake?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go down to Lex.
Clear.
21.
And then up to Ordinary.
They got a charging station right there.
21.
For your hybrid?
Well, my hybrid doesn't need
There's
it.
still apparently no active fighting right now. A group of adults that was involved went to a food truck just to the south. They're still there. And there's a group inside that they need to have removed.
Okay, two groups. One inside that needs to be removed, and another group of these are adults, not kids. At the
21. You guys get more spots on.
2361.
I mean, maybe one or two. Just gotta get them out.
172 wants to break me from that call.
We'll go and make sure that the people know that it's time to leave.
Racing 36, weapons complete, male.
It's hard for little kids at pools to see grown-ups fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Vehicles,
I mean,
standing on the sidewalk.
Terrible role modeling.
Northbound race on the bridge.
to the right, I can.
You go right? There you go.
Yeah, but I mean, if I tried to get around that car there.
Oh, yeah. You gotta go
Always a
down.
dilemma. So, the food truck. I wonder if it's in the. I'm assuming it's in the lot. Oh, man. Well, these people are pretty cooperative.
Yeah, they're paying attention. Not this guy.
No, not this guy. Oh, there we go. So here's the dilemma. Which way to pull in? Going in this way. Thank you. Alright. So, there's a squad there. We are at the Como Pool on a fight involving 20 people. You said there's a group of adults in there that need to be removed. And there's also another group of adults that went to the food truck. Curb?
Bravo 62, EOT.
Good fun.
Have a good night.
So Darren is here. Well, I see the food truck. We're going to go over there and see if we can engage
171.
the parties at the food truck with anything.
Is that 171? Affirmative. Can you give Council 11 a call? Council 11.
You know where the people are that were fighting? Oh, there was a fight inside.
Oh, a lot of people out here.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot. You guys see a fight in there or what? Huh? Was there a fight in the pool? Well, I know he's with you, but did you guys see a fight in there at all or not? I seen it. Was there a fight? Yeah. Is it over?
Everybody okay?
We're good on scene here. Everyone's out of the park. Just gotta get them to leave the lot now.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to get Rev to hang out here.
Yeah. That group of women know.
Copy. Anyone not on scene at the fight?
You could see it in their faces that they knew what was going on. Fight over? Okay. Huh?
He said what fight?
I guess it wasn't much of one. What?
Well, there's the fight.
I don't give a fuck. You're disrespectful bastards.
Hi, baby.
Hello. How you doing?
Good. Was he involved in the
Yes,
fight?
that bastard, that bitch in the pink, all those kids right there.
Yeah.
So they were bullying another kid. I stopped it.
Thank you.
Okay, my name is Miss Wilson. This is my newborn baby.
Thank
I
you.
seen two kids. Damn, he fine. Don't pull up like that. That's your daddy?
Kid in the black shirt with the blue was involved.
He was making major threats.
He's leaving.
So what I did, I told him to stop talking to the other little kid like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they were playing in the motherfucking water for one. We're in the water and the water's first splashing. Okay? That little girl in that pink started, fuck you, bitch. Fuck
Which
this.
one in pink?
She's leaving.
She's leaving.
She's way down there.
And she got all disrespectful, so I told her to go get her mama. She couldn't do that. So I took the kid out the water that they were bullying, and I went and found her mother. They were bullying her because she's a tomboy and she looked like a boy. And I said, well, I'm a lesbian. I look like a boy too. So I'm on your side because ain't nobody going to pick on you like that, baby. And I walked the other little girl to her parents, and then those little bastards came up talking about some fuck you. They were here with no parents. They
You
don't
see
have
that
no parents.
girl in a salmon-colored outfit with the guy in the black?
Yes.
Can you just go tell him they
He
gotta leave?
swung on my sister. He
Just
hit my
keep it
sister
moving.
first.
Keep-
And when he hit my sister,
keep it moving,
I started
otherwise it's
wailing
gonna
his
get
ass.
worse
Yes,
for
he
him.
got a nice whooped ass inside that pool.
Yeah.
And he sure did. And I ain't afraid to tell you.
Oh, they have no in the pool.
Yes, we was fighting in the pool. That little boy hit my sister first. And we grown adults. I'm 40 years old. You're not just going to put your motherfucking hands on us after we're telling you to stop bullying.
Go that way.
Thank you.
Keep
my,
going.
My name is Believe.
He's handsome.
It's a girl.
A little girl? Oh.
Yes, brother. It's a little girl.
Oh, yes. Hi, baby.
Yes.
It's your first?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, baby.
I'm not letting nobody. Y'all better
It's
get
my
these
auntie.
young ass
Yes.
girls.
I'm too old to go to jail, baby. I'm fucking
she
43
hit
now.
her for no reason.
She hit me, but I swear to God, I'm not finna play with this little girl. This little girl have no control. Her mother, her daddy, she have no control. Nobody don't take care of this little fast ass little girl.
Let's keep going.
Thank you. If I walk this bitch out,
17871.
y'all gonna be locking me up.
Is that your sister?
Huh?
That's your sister?
Yeah, that's my auntie. That's how she got the knot, because of him.
He hit her?
Yes, he hit my auntie. He hit her. Out of nowhere. He just ran from behind us and just started swinging.
They can
So
sell
we
it
started
in
swinging his
two
ass. Him
cars.
and his aunties and who, I don't know who else.
Was he one of the main ones?
Yeah, it was mainly him
and that one.
Right there in that pink. Not those two, not the little boy with the hair, not that little boy in the jacket, that little girl right there in that pink, and that boy right there.
Okay.
820.
820.
Put a spot door today, DTV.
That little girl was spitting on people and everything, like real disrespectful.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
And I caught the whole thing. I'm like, are they talking to you? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, why? And she says, I dress like a boy. And I'm like, over a water gun? And that little girl just got the fuck you bitches. And ooh, I was like, bitch, get up. Bitch, I'll beat your ass if you don't get you come out that pool. She ain't want to come out that pool. But that boy did. That boy got out the pool and tried to fight all the girls. I'm like, oh, you raised real fucked up, man. You raised real fucked up. But some kids is. That's why they don't even let them in when they ain't got no parents. They're not being supervised.
Yeah.
You're not being supervised.
When you get a young man like that that's disrespectful like that, he's the one that end up on TV
Right.
being shot. Somebody.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's exactly how it works.
I'll meet you over there.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Thank you.
8297, 8295.
You want to be my husband?
That's on. That's on.
2360 Palmer Drive for a panic alarm at Clock Tower Liquors.
Here, have him jump
Showing
in the
us a
back.
silent panic.
Hey, Darren.
Jump in the back.
Jump in the back real quick. We'll go get that kid's name anyhow.
Where'd he go?
He's over there.
That's him right there.
Yeah.
3469, checking your
That's the
status.
little girl. Well, go on sidewalk, yeah.
I got him.
He getting ready to run.
He's gonna run, but we got a car. We got a Durango.
South at 1712.
You think he's gonna jump that fence?
Oh, he's going right through the gate.
2000 right there. That copy. Does anybody home with them?
82 counties in row.
Come here a minute. If you make us chase you, it's gonna be worse. Come on back.
AKPD is out with 469 13.
We're not gonna piss you off.
My copies are over.
1713.
Is that 186? Affirmative. Can you show me a route to 1455 Element with female? Are you hearing? 1455 Element. I'm headed that way too if we need more help.
870 1713. I'll start you in the
75.
We can check for another pendant. 469 Brainerd. Code 4, 1015.
469, code 4, 1015. You
St.
want
Clair
me
and
to
35 for male sitting on the corner panhandling. Looks to be overheated. It's going to be a 20-year-old white male, thin build with a blue shirt.
Brainerd, we cleared 1033 traffic, 1714.
Code 20 on Brainerd. Copy. Code 4. Thank you.
And everyone else, thanks for your
Probation
assistance.
807.
Probation 807.
270, copy.
You put me out at 709 Como.
1714.
7, ever code 4 for medics, all male conscious and breathing. Reporting from airbag deployment.
Give it up. Females looking GOA. You can cancel 271 and clear it up GOA.
271 needs to be cleared.
Happy, thank you.
Probation 807.
Probation 807.
Would you clear me from 709 Como? Show me out at 1770 Old Hudson on a PB.
Proceed.
All right. A little bit of a fight and disagreement, and of course, everybody's blaming everybody else. Of course, that's the problem. It does look like this one young man here that we had was one of the principal fighters. Best I can tell is this Bill's helping negotiate there over there. Those young girls came over to try to argue their case. The guy in the orange is the supervisor of the pool. He says he's got video of the kid in the black and blue.
A lot of these young kids kids are just disrespectful.
What we got going now?
I think water. He's...
You got the other half or what?
They're up on the hill.
Who's calling there, Bill?
Red Wing, Minnesota.
Oh, scam. Darren, you don't need a ride? You can handle walking?
Exercise is good.
That's good to see. These calls are good to see.
Well, yeah, but, you know, so many of these young kids, you know, I used to wonder why they shoot each other, because they don't respect others.
Yeah.
And so they keep running their mouths instead of shutting their mouths. And so they run up against a knucklehead that's got the same kind of attitude as he does, but that person's got a gun, and then you got somebody shot.
So talking to those girls, besides the kid, it sounds like the whole thing started when someone shot a water gun blaster into the ear of one of the girls. Did you know that?
No, I did not. Well, they're in a pool.
Well,
you know.
So and you know, it was painful to get shot.
That
in
would
the
be
ear.
painful.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of pressure on that.
So then things went downhill from there. Yeah.
Bob, unless you run me, I'm back by the station.
Yeah. Ready to call it a day?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you promised to come back again?
I do. In fact, I can do it another time this week if you want to.
Yeah, I might not be able to do it this week.
That's right, because you got things going on.
But
yeah,
still, even when you're retired, it can deputize you for a ride.
Yes, you can. Because I will be.
You'll still have your gun permit?
I'll still have my permit.
And you still got your silver tongue, right?
Yeah. I sit there and listen to the little knuckleheads. I go like, oh my God.
Yeah. It's sad, huh?
It is sad. Because you're going like, you know, this is the reason why people, and he's young, he's what, 15 maybe?
It wasn't terribly unreasonable compared to a lot of kids. I mean,
well, you know,
I don't know how old he was.
What's your last name?
You wouldn't tell us our age.
Why?
This is why we end up putting people in squad cars a lot of times, folks. They don't listen to us until they're in the squad car.
Yeah.
You know. But we prefer not to have to go hands-on if we don't have to.
Prefer not to do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't give you choices.
That's the problem.
That's like. Kind of windy. Look at that, the trees.
Thanks for joining me today. We're out in Como Park. Got a lot of good memories out here. I could show you where Greg Mercado used to sleep.
Really? He's right here?
Yeah. Under the bridge. Everybody fell asleep once in a while on the job.
Oh yeah,
such cold winter nights where
I couldn't stand midnight shift. You know, in the old days, after 2 o'clock, there was nothing going on.
Right. Well, plus
6.
we worked 5 on and 2 off. We worked 8 hours. 8 hours.
6 and 2. 6 and 2. 6 and 2. Yeah.
It'll wear you out, man.
Then you got 6 and 2, 6 and 2. Apologies. 6 and 3, 5 and 3, 5 and 3.
Not a problem, got it.
Yeah, that pool was busy. I have to get to Rev and Scheller, and this week they're still working for you. Tell those guys to spend some time out there in the parking lot. They don't even, they don't even need to go in the pool. Just hang over by the food truck.
Yeah.
This is the thing about Live on Patrol is when just hearing the stories and talking to people at the window gives you a window into real life, doesn't it?
It does. What's important to people at this time.
Yeah. You remember John Patrick Murphy?
Yes.
He used to terrorize that woman that lived here on Como.
Oh, he did, yeah.
And the judges.
Yes, he did.
Dead animals.
Well, he ended up in the joint.
He went from the joint for a long time, and he recently got released. People, come on in, we're going to sit on the house, make sure that so Plusinak comes in his hunting gear, like cold weather hunting gear.
Yeah.
Okay. And I said, Dave, we're planning to be in cars, I said, Dave, what are you doing? He goes, well, you told me I was going to be sitting on top of a house. But young cops, the terminology, we're going to sit on a house.
We're going to sit on a house.
We're actually physically, I thought I was going to be on top of a roof of a house.
Oh, my God.
Language.
God bless him.
And he was a great cop, too, I became a good friend. But it's funny how you just, words have different meaning.
Yeah. Going from civilian world to police world.
Yeah.
Sitting out there watching traffic.
Watching traffic. I watched the movie, well, not the whole movie, but the end of the movie, Up Again. Remember Up?
Yeah.
The guy with the balloons,
Yeah.
And anyhow, the young kid, his father's gone, tells a story about when he was young, they used to go get ice cream. And then they would sit on the curb. And they would take turns. One would count red cars, one would count blue cars. And then they go do that for 10 minutes, and then whoever got the most in 10 minutes would win. Times have changed.
Times have changed. Well, you got screens now.
Yeah.
See, you got devices that stop communication between people.
Yep. Well, Backseaters, we're gonna do this again, and it would really mean a lot to me if you just left a comment, letting Bill know how much you appreciated his service, his riding along. How many years? 60, 70?
Well, since 1969.
69. What's your post number?
My post number is 5201.
The lowest peace officer standard and training license number in the state of Minnesota. Most senior active, anyway. Yeah. Well,
and it's only going to be active until the to 1st of July.
Pretty sure that it covers everything.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, leave some comments because it's great to have Bill. We should have done this earlier. I'm feeling really guilty that we didn't do it earlier.
Well, we're busy and we don't think about things like that.
Yeah.
Where's this guy?
I'm glad we did it today, though.
Boy, could you build this building today?
Well, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, man.
Talk about the Capitol, folks. We're just driving by the back of the Capitol.
Beautiful marble on it. And the grand. I mean, you couldn't afford to build that building
I think
today.
it's the second largest marble dome in the world.
Beautiful.
In the world. Regions Hospital there in front of you, one of the best regional hospitals, trauma hospitals around.
Yeah, if you have a real serious injury or something that's life-threatening, you want to be brought to Regions because they can save you.
Yeah, and they have saved a few.
Oh, gunshots,
Usually the
burns,
bad
bad accidents. Yeah.
They save them all. Save them all.
A lot of these guys that are pistoleros, they get to shooting at each other, and one gets hit. They don't wait for the paramedics to come. They pile them into their car and they drop them off at the door, trying to get there real quick, you know. And Regions has a very good reputation for saving people who would otherwise not have made it.
Well, we're pulling into the public safety complex, the police department and the sheriff's office, and thank you. Thank you for those of you that joined us. And for the Chief Bill Finney special.
Thank you for being along with us today. I greatly appreciate it, and I know the sheriff does. And we want you to share some of the world of our experience, and hopefully that helps you create a better understanding of what law enforcement officers face every minute of their shift. They come out here, you never know from the time you first jump into the car to the time you get off and turn the keys back in, what it's going to be. But it's going to be, I'm out front.
Oh, you are? Yeah. Okay.
And it's going to be dangerous and unpredictable. And sometimes it's boring, there's nothing, but if it was dangerous all the time, we'd be better prepared for it. The problem is that most of the time it's not, that all of a sudden it is. And so we want you to understand that our police officers are wonderful people and they do a great job for us over there.
I know you are there, but before we go over there, I'm reminded that this building is named after Chief James S. Griffin, who was the deputy chief, right?
Right.
This is the main headquarters named after, and you have your own building at the West Sector.
I do.
The Bill Finney.
Well, Jim Griffin was my mentor.
Yep.
And he was good friends with my uncle, who was a fire captain. And he had a wealth of knowledge. A lot of the history of St. Paul I learned from him. He's just outstanding, and I was happy to be able to name that building after him.
That was pretty cool. Pretty cool. You know, you're not supposed to get your own building till you're dead.
Well, that's right. That's right.
You're special.
Yeah,
you're special.
I'm very fortunate. Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks a lot.
We'll talk to you soon. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Or when do you go to Dunn?
Push that